You know, the hour is drawing nigh and the time of my departure is at hand, so I'm going to tell you like Liz Taylor told her first 8 husbands, and I promise I won't keep you long. You know, brothers, as I come back here to the Eastern region, it's good to see so many familiar faces, people who've been so supportive of me since I was 17 years old and was initiated into Alpha Phi Alpha through the auspices of the Gamma Iota chapter at Hampton University. I see my friend, Brother Keith Wilson, who's out in the audience, a great familiar face, and Brother Dwayne Boone, a good Gamma Iota brother who's here, and a number of familiar faces, Dr. Sadler. And you know, speaking of familiar faces, Brother Barnes, I'm reminded of a story I heard once about a young woman, we'll call her Sister Jones, and it seems as though everywhere Sister Jones went, she took her pet parrot with her. Sister Jones goes to the laundromat, she takes her pet parrot with her. She goes to the grocery store, she takes her pet parrot with her. Well, they tell me, Brother Jefferson, that Sister Jones decided she was going to go out dancing one night, and she went to a club called the 4040 Club, and being true to form, she took her pet parrot with her. And they say that as she was out on the dance floor dancing with the parrot, the DJ began to play a familiar refrain, and the audience began to sing out, "The roof! The roof! The roof is on fire! We don't need no water, just let the roof burn! Burn, roof, burn, burn!" And they danced the night away. But then they tell me that the parrot, of course, being a parrot, he began to sing out as well, "The roof! The roof! The roof is on fire! We don't need no water, just let the roof burn!" And they finished their night at the club. But they say, Brother Johnson, that early on Sunday morning, Sister Jones decided she was going to go to church, and being true to form, she took her pet parrot with her. So she got up, she put on her white dress and her red stockings and her blue hat, and she went off to church. And right after Reverend Chicken Wing gave his Sunday morning homily, and right before the praise and worship service, the parrot began to sing out, "The roof! The roof! The roof is on fire!" And just as he got to the last part, Sister Jones stood up and said, "No, you can't sing that today. Oh no, we in church." And the parrot looked at Sister Jones and looked back at the congregation, and he looked at Sister Jones again, looked back at the congregation, looked at Sister Jones and said, "I don't know why not. Same folk in here were in the club last night." So it's good to see familiar faces.